Welcome, everybody, to Quest for the Book of Dawn. I'm Tormented by Gnomes. I'll be your game master. Joining me today, we've got Bren, we've got Driftwood Ash, we've got Sideshow, we've got Ubershouts. Welcome back, everybody. How's everyone doing? Let's start with Bren.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to this episode a lot, actually, because nobody knows what I'm playing as because of the recent events. Are you going to go over the recent events or what happened in the one shot?
We're going to go from the perspective of the players present. So, no.
Okay.
And if you choose to disclose other out-of-character information, then that's completely up to you.
Okay.
All right.
Ash, how's it going today? How are you?
Good. I did catch some of Bren's one shot, so I won't ruin what happened.
I know the. I mean, chat is probably going to spoil it eventually anyway, but I know the corollary of that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is you went like a space rocket. I don't know anything else.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Weren't you in space at some point or something?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was on the moon. Had a little vacay on the moon.
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? How on earth did you get there? I have no idea.
Allan, do me a favor and roll an Arcana check. How about
Roll an Arcana check.
Right off the bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Immediately.
18. All right. So the wild hunts, you've got the Seelie Fae, you've got the Unseelie Fae. The wild hunts don't really belong to either, and there are many wild hunts. There isn't one wild hunt. Each wild hunt is led by its own sort of Arc-Fae hunt master, and most of them have their lodges where they go after their hunt, where they sally forth in order to ride across the fields of the mortal realm, wreaking terror in their wake. On the moon, they live on the moon.
Okay.
So the last time you saw Thoras, I
Fucked off with them.
went off
Yeah.
the wild hunt because I was in a rage. I wasn't myself.
So
I went off killing.
So Alan would know that he went to the moon.
Yeah, well, Allan would have a good idea that if you went off with the wild hunt, when the wild hunt comes, you have a few choices. Join or die. Or, fight if you're a badass or hide if you're that good. But the whole thing is either run, fight, die, or join up with them. And because Thoras was, like you said, swept up in a barbarian rage at the time, he just got swept along, joined the hunt. And maybe he went all the way back with them to the moon. Maybe he sort of came out of his hunting frenzy somewhere. But because they ride through the fairy otherworld, he could have ended up literally anywhere. He could be anywhere in the world right now.
That seems like a problem.
Slightly.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right. Well, if Alan has time, maybe he'll think about this. But at the moment, he's got important things on his mind, like how good it feels to be back in a human body.
Yes. Speaking of which, Josh, speaking of human bodies, Josh, how you doing? That came out weird.
Personally, my human body is doing okay, but we'll see whether I have in my future any possibility of becoming a chicken. It doesn't seem likely.
The chance is never 0%.
No, it's never zero. It's
Quantum
never zero.
physics. Yeah, that's right.
I
Mitch,
just want
how
to
are-
say
After you,
there's a
Ash.
spell called Sunbeam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, moonbeam. Unnecessary.
Mm,
To be fair, your healing spells don't do anything, so you may as well just fucking
Maybe
take a bunch of nukes and then
I
just.
don't know. Do I do that or transport it? Anyway, sorry. Go on, Mitch.
I'm good. Just off the back of a gym session. Apparently my fucking dad got fragged, so that's cool. But I mean, we'll see how if that comes up, we'll see how Eren feels about
Wait, your
that, 'cause-
dad got fragged?
Yeah, that guy apparently, yeah.
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 No, okay. I mean, I should reveal this. When Thoras was on the moon, he got into some like Fae shenanigans. And in order to get off the moon, he said, listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll bring you the blood of an ancient god. And also I'll beat in combat a champion of your choice.
Huh.
And a celestial was teleporting in front of Thoras. I don't think Thoras knows the connection, even though he would have. We were all at a Fae wedding, but I don't think Thoras knew who was in front of him. But Thoras was like, "Listen, I mean, you can run away, or we can fight, but either way, you're dying." And he kind of just chopped him in two.
I mean, is it? Yeah, I know it's spoilers. I know it's spoilers, chat. We are discussing that. That's purposeful. We're doing that. Technically, this episode comes after that episode, so I mean, I guess if you're planning to go back and watch it, then
your in characters won't have that info, but just for the context of you guys here, you need to know what ended up happening.
Player knowledge versus character knowledge. It's a thing.
Sure.
Exactly. But I'm not going to tell you where Thoras is now or what happened afterwards. But it involved a skeleton and flying through space.
Gotcha. I mean, Eren finishes. I think as the wild hunt turns up, Eren's just busy fragging some swole elf. So he's probably in bathing in the afterglow of. Well, I mean he's passed out because we got teleported to fucking Artelaine's island of all places.
I mean, you should be very thankful that I took you there because we would not have lasted very much longer in the Lady Roland's.
You should have seen the other guy.
Port.
Just
Unless you wanted to fight your dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, it's a complicated relationship that Eren had with him, and very, very short-lived. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you've had what, one conversation in the same room?
Particularly like him, really. It's not. Yeah, I don't know how. Look, I mean, I know how Eren would feel about it. It's not that simple, but.
That did not express an emotion. I know it's supposed to, but it doesn't particularly express an emotion.
If he finds out, I will make sure I role play that reaction fully.
Okay.
If.
Yes.
So, Lysha, Allan O'Dale, Eren Vol, and Alika, who's been here the whole time, stepped through the teleportation circle and emerged on a mist-shrouded island in the heart of the Seolach, the great inland freshwater sea wherein dwells the sea dragon Ziva. The island is small. You can probably see from one side of it to the other. It is the waves gently lap against the shores. The moon shines bright. There's a bitter cold in the air. Mist rolls across the land. And the island consists basically of a few different spits of land, small copse of trees, Artelaine's hut where he dwells, and some ancient standing stones, at the center of which lies the teleportation circle. And as you step through from one space to the other, the runes on the teleportation circle, which match and line up exactly with the diagram that Allan drew in the earth to escape from the chaos that was happening in the Fey Court. They glow blue, and a blue glow that slowly subsides and is outshone by the moonlight. You all have the option of taking a long rest if you'd like. Nobody has emerged to greet you. Nobody said hello. It's not like Artelaine has come calling. Everything seems quiet tonight, except that the wind carries with it even all this distance away, with the land not even in sight. It's just water for miles and miles. Even at this distance, the wind seems to carry with it the sound of distant horns and howling, baying dogs or wolves. What do the three of you do?
Do we recognize this place?
It is the place where you all met for the first time.
First thing Eren does is get to his feet and go looking for victuals. My guy is a killer hunger. I mean, he'll probably run up to the door of this shack and bang on it, be like, "Hello, hey, you got any food in there? Just a little bit, just table scraps, anything, orange peel, pork rind, anything. I'm starving."
Nobody answers your knock.
I'm taking my long rest. I'm finding a little hovel somewhere, just a hole in the ground, a bush, anything that provides some level of cover, and I'm going to sleep. In fact, what I'm gonna do as well is I kind of tuck my neck in and spread my arms out, and then I realize I'm not a chicken anymore, and I curl up in the fetal position instead.
All right. Absent-mindedly looking for bits of straw and maybe some corn in the ground.
Yeah.
I will also be trying to take my long rest. Pretty worn out. Probably about as far from Allan as she can get but also still being like on the same beach and within earshot and eyesight in case of danger.
That's whack. I mean, what are you guys laying on the beach for? There could be shelter, warmth, or food inside this shack, and you've made no attempt. I'm trying to break the door down. Hey, anybody in here? Any food? I mean, a pillow to rest my head.
All right. Upon hearing this, I will wild shape into a bug and crawl under the door. And then revert to a human on the other side of the door so I can open the door for Eren.
Okay, as you crawl beneath the door and then...
I didn't check for traps, so I could just explode. Whoops.
Hold on. It's like there's an archmage who lives here, so I'm just going through literally every defensive spell in the book. Give me one moment.
Here. Yeah.
I'm tired. I was laying down to go to sleep for a reason.
She's about to get fucking bug zapped out of the campaign. Some fucking morphine gonna hit her in the face.
All right. As soon as you fly in underneath the door and then go zooming back up, you are caught in a spider's web.
Ah, son of a... Cool.
As a bug.
Can I can morph back into a human though, right?
Yes, you can resume your Huldra form.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm a human inside the door now.
The tiny hovel is filled with thick fog.
That seems bad. Can I open the door?
Yes, after you roll a Constitution saving throw against the fog, which smells like rotten eggs and a gym bag that has been sealed for 10,000 years.
19.
A 19. Yeah, I'll take that. That'll suffice, I guess. You avoid retching.
Oh, thank God.
Eren falls through the fucking door because he's leaning on it with all of his weight.
Okay, well, give me a sec because first the door explodes.
I mean, there's no way he wasn't oh, God.
A glyph flashes over the door for a brief moment, and a blast of chilling air emanates outwards. I will want both Lysha and Eren to roll Constitution saving throws, please.
Sorry.
Why did I do this?
14 and a 15. Those are great. Unfortunately, this was laid by an archmage. So you are both welcome to enjoy 43 points of cold damage.
What?
Oh. How much health does Lysha have?
That's more than half of it.
There's also a thunderous clap, and the swirling gaseous fog within gathers itself up, almost coalescing into a shimmering half-liquid form. And it pools and rises, taking the shape of an incorporeal version of Artelaine himself, the one who sent you on this quest in the first place. And he, as it takes forth, it speaks in a booming voice, "Tiberius Wanderstave, so help me, set foot within my home one more time, and I shall curse you by the 5 rivers of the underworld. Also, please bring back my staff when you're done. Thank you." And then it dissipates back into mist.
Who the fuck is Tiberius Wanderstave?
I have no idea.
So wait, is the fog still there?
Yes, it's still filled with fog.
It smells awful in here, though.
Yeah, maybe
do you smell that? Do you retch?
I mean,
well, he hasn't entered. Did you say you fell through the door?
Well, I was leaning on it as she opened it, or she made it open.
All right. Well, I'll give you the chance to change whether you're just going to fall in after you get your face frozen off.
Yeah. Hey, can I not fall in? That would be great. I think. Now I think of it. Yeah.
You're falling forward. The air literally freezes in your face. You head palm into it, and then you're able to stagger and take your choice.
Right. Lysha, can you see through this? Can you?
Can I see through the fog? I don't think so, right?
It's worth when you walk into it, you can see everything within 5 feet of you. It also smells horrible.
It smells atrocious in here, and I can barely see more than 5 feet in front of me.
I don't know if this is worth it.
It's probably not. I don't think you'd want to eat anything in here. Let's go sleep. We can explore this cabin in the morning. Let's leave the door open. Maybe this will like air out. Air out. Actually, you know what? I think before we go to sleep, I will cast Warding Wind. And it should clear the fog.
Okay. Yeah. What direction are you warding the wind?
Out the door. I would warn Eren to step aside.
Damn it. This time I might get out of the way.
Eren to step aside.
All right. So cloying, foul-smelling gas is shunted out of the house. And it does seem to have cleared up. The hovel is extremely humble. There's a cot, little fireplace, an iron kettle set over it, some cabinets with some humble food and, small bits and pieces of belongings. Everything's covered with cobwebs.
Lysha will go sit on the cot. Does it smell awful in here still?
Not as bad as when you were inhaling the fumes, but yeah, it doesn't smell great. Okay, it's tolerable now.
Lysha's going back outside. I'm going to sleep outside.
All right.
Eren is we're talking humble food here. I mean, Eren has come too far to fucking turn away from now an unstinkified hovel. So yeah, you make himself a home, have a look around the place, see what's in the fridge.
Okay. There's some like rations, some dried trout.
Yeah.
Some unrecognizable jerky, probably meat.
To our eyes, there is nothing remotely remarkable about the interior of this hovel.
Nope. For a while. Well, the thing is, when he met you, he introduced himself as this like hermit and star watcher and recluse.
I mean, Eren will fucking walk out with a handful of trout. And,
all right.
Try make himself comfortable, I guess.
As you set your hand upon the trout of Artelaine, the ancient hermit.
Trout of Artelaine is not a magical item.
Powers beyond mortal comprehension shift and move.
On the trout?
Your boy is just trying to get some fucking all right.
Act of God, pesky pixies.
Oh, it's a good job I'm asleep. Otherwise, I would be fucking those pixies
went outside
up.
to bed.
I just want to eat.
All right, you've got your rations, you've got some snacks, you've got something that you can eat, and to the extent of your knowledge, everything is completely fine. Everything is normal. Nothing weird is happening at all.
Well, on my fucking way then. And I'll go outside and find. I don't want to sleep in this place, to be honest, because I don't know when the fog's going to come home to roost. You know what I mean? I don't want to wake up and just be just enveloped by this fart plume. So I'm going to go find a place on this island that looks relatively comfortable, and I'm going to eat my snacks.
Okay. You have yourself a snack. Allan's already curled up and clucking in his sleep. Lysha has begun her trance. And the lot of you go ahead and give yourselves all the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, I had like 20 HP. God bless. Oh.
You recover up to half your level. So 5 hit dice. If you spent any hit dice, you recover all your hit points. All your class features are recharged.
What's that?
And Lysha, you are obviously the first to awaken since you don't really sleep.
I only need 4 hours.
Must be nice.
You've wandered the paths of your own memory, becoming lost in reverie, restoring the mind, restoring the body. And you have some time to reflect, to spend by yourself. And as the sun is just beginning to change the eastern horizon and the dark indigo of the night starts to give way to lighter blues, purples, and the glowing reds of the rising sun, roll a perception check for me.
We love that. Yeah, that was a good sign.
19. Okay. There's something bright It's an unusual star. It's a star you don't recognize. And it's getting closer.
For fuck's sake. It's Habrion. Oh my god.
Okay. I would kind of like, pull up the hood of my cloak and stand guard over the other two, assuming has it been long enough for me to wake them up from their long rest yet? Or
yeah, you can wake them up.
So I would probably rouse the other two and warn them something is coming this way.
The two of you have had your long rest. You have not had your breakfast.
Okay.
I had breakfast while you were sleeping.
Do we know? Have you alerted us to this encroaching?
Yeah, there's a that's not a star that's usually there, and it's I don't know if you can tell. My vision's better than yours, probably, but it's getting closer.
Yeah, can Eren see this?
Relatively rapidly. How fast?
It's difficult to tell, given perspective and the cosmic vastness of the firmament. It's getting larger. Very fast. Very fast.
I immediately start putting a teleportation circle to Lunasa down.
Okay, right back we go. All right. So what's the cast time on teleportation circle?
It is 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
I believe.
Is it 10 minutes or 1 minute? I think it's 1 minute. I could be wrong. I could be extremely wrong.
1 minute. Sorry, it is. It's only 1 minute. Dude, I'm going to get this. We're out of here. This angel ain't finding out.
Can the rest of us see it at any point?
I have no problem with angels. Why are we leaving?
I'm not a fan of them, Lysha. Not a fan of them. They're always trouble. Always trouble. Especially with my new little harp. Have I done something?
When you were a chicken?
Lysha, the atrocities I committed as a chicken were barbaric on the insect scale, but nothing compared to what I've committed over a lifetime of just horrific acts. Let's leave. I'm just scrolling in the floor.
So I mean, if I'm seeing like what looks like a celestial body turning up, I'm probably not afraid of it necessarily. I'm probably by now. I met one Asmar. I've met them all. Fucking hell, they're all the same guy. Just just different manifestations of the same consciousness, right? Yeah. So I'm not too worried. I'm now with my arms crossed, tapping my foot, waiting for him to turn up, and wondering why it's taking so long.
I'm gonna put my hand on Eren's shoulder and kind of like it'll be okay when you see them again, and use the cantrip guidance. Just you get an extra D4 to an ability check in the next minute if you need to.
All right. It gets closer and closer. Allan, you kind of have to keep your eye on the prize. If you want to look up, you'll have to roll an Arcana check to avoid messing up the circle. It won't destroy the spell, but it'll cost you some time.
Okay. I'm continuing to scroll unless they let out some kind of expletive, unless there's some reason to think things have changed. I'm just going to continue scrolling.
It gets closer and closer, and you can hear something burning in the air. You hear the air ripping itself asunder with a thunderous crack as it heads right towards you. 30 seconds later, its arrival is imminent. It is going to hit the island upon which you stand.
How large does it appear to be?
Roll a perception check for me, Eren Bull. 20. It's about the size of a really big dude.
But it's traveling at pace enough that it would make some impact if it landed.
Mm-hmm.
How?
For frick's sake.
I am going to wild shape into a giant eagle and kind of encourage those two to jump on my back so I can take off.
Okay.
I am going to look upwards. So I'd like to roll an Arcana check to see if I can keep scribbling as I look.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check. Don't blow it.
I'm trying to see 21.
All right, you've got it memorized. You've got it in your head. You're still scribbling and stuff as you take a look up. Give for me a perception check, but finish narrating what you were trying to do first.
What I'm attempting to do is judge whether I could get it off before it lands. I'm trying to do the algebra in my head to try and figure out if I can pop this, because you instantly teleport as soon as it's up, and I'd love to be able to get away from this thing.
No.
23 perception.
No. It is arriving in two. It's been 5 rounds. It's arriving in 2.
Jump on my back, you bitch.
I frustratedly kick the teleportation circle and scuff it all up and jump on the back of the bloody eagle.
Okay.
Making sure I clutch my harp with me as well.
All right.
Eren, do you jump on? I'm just trying to avoid the impact for context. I would have yelled like that we are trying to get out of the impact crater and we can land again in a minute.
I'm assuming you said this first.
Yes. That would be, I'd like to retcon that if possible.
That's fine. That's valid.
For some reason, Eren braces himself behind the flat of his sword.
You fuck.
You are like a
Eren thinks that this is someone from the Celestial Realm trying to attack them, and he is going to try and not necessarily catch this, but maybe deflect it or block it or stop it.
You're that kid with a baseball bat waiting for the meteor to hit the earth to just swat it right back where it came.
Well, I think the way you explained the size of it to him as well, and based on the other feats that he's gotten very lucky to achieve throughout his life, he's probably feeling like he can avert potential disaster here by deflecting this. So he will actually use he will use his the Skysteel Greatsword, and he will use the flat of the blade, put one hand behind it, and attempt to block it. Worst case, he can always piece the fuck out if things go wrong. And
Lysha is seriously considering whether she tries to grapple you with her talons, but I'm not going to stop you from doing what you want.
Eren thinks that this is a celestial that is trying to attack them, like an Azimar or something similar. And he's had his fill of them.
Lysha will take off to avoid the blast zone with Allan.
All right. Allan, the island descends away from your vision. The light of the sun itself has not yet crested over the horizon. Its light is slowly spreading across the vast waters of the Seolach as you rise away. This burning, fiery figure streaks directly towards the island. A shining warrior with a blade forged in the heavens themselves stands defiant against it. Eren, roll one more perception check for me. Also, Lysha, roll one with advantage because you're a bird.
Oh, nat 20!
Eren,
dirty 21.
Is that Thoras?
Oh my god.
You literally see Thoras with his hand on his axe, just flailing. Like he's got an iron grip on it, and he's just flailing in an incredible wind as it leads the way. It's just wreathed in fire, and it's sort of got an envelope behind it that is preventing Thoras' body from being completely incinerated. But he's just like a windsock, just.
How much time at this point does Eren have to react?
You may choose now. You have 1 round.
Do I see that it's Thoras as well?
Yes, but not as fast as Eren did. So if you have a reaction, you can use a reaction, but you can't take a full action.
Oh my god. Okay. Eren sees Thoras. He's thinking to himself, this guy's fucking dead. He hits the ground. Is there a physical scenario that Eren could imagine Thoras surviving in this?
Did Thoras go to school did Eren go to school for astrophysics?
Oh my god. Okay.
No.
Eren is going to brace himself.
Okay. I respect that. I definitely respect that. Eren, roll an attack roll. This is to parry. This is not to, cut Thoras in half. This is to parry the impact of Habrion streaking like a meteor towards the earth.
Fuck.
Just roll an attack roll.
Okay.
A 22. Very good. Bren! I need to make at least one tweak to your character sheet. I'm just going to poke it here real quick. Yeah, I do need to make a tweak to your character sheet, but roll 1d20 plus 11 for me, please.
Sure. As what?
Just roll 1d20 plus 11 for the time being.
Sure.
In roll 20 itself. 14. Okay.
That's a very bad roll.
Yeah, that's an awful roll.
That's exceedingly bad.
That is really bad.
Mitch, as Habrion comes just flying towards you, you swing the Skysteel Greatsword. It rings out. There's one of those invisible blast waves that radiates out from the impact. Habrion goes careening away from you. You get shoved back 10 feet. Your feet leave tracks in the ground, digging all the way back to the muddy waters of the beach. And Habrion tears into the earth and just carves a fiery gouge, bouncing away from you into the earth, which is going to lead us to our next scene.
Okay.
That's a dead Thoras.
All right. Well, as the dust starts to settle from the crater, I would start landing. I would be descending with Allan.
All right.
Back towards Eren.
So Eren is able to deflect the path of Habrion.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably absorbed a lot of impact, right?
I mean, yeah, it seems like more of a glancing. He survived. Okay, fair enough. All right, carry on.
You are standing on the island. There's a huge red-hot gouge in the earth, and I'm going to move you away over here, Allan, because if you were actually standing on that, you'd be taking fire damage right now. And I'm going to grab a giant eagle, who hopefully I have lying around here somewhere. Yeah, you're on this island, and you're at the impact site. And Thoras landed probably a good almost 100 feet away from you. And everything nearby is glowing, and the trees are on fire.
Why more fire? Why? Cool.
What a fucking idiot. Lysha, can you put these trees out? Can you put these trees out? Is he alive?
I would jostle
Why did you
get
try to
off of
parry
my
it?
back so I can wild shape back into a human.
All right.
Well, I thought I could save him if I could. I mean, I've seen his axe before. It flies
Save
around.
him. Save him. He was dead in the air. He was flopping around like a fish. I've seen fish at the market that have more sense as well as life force than him.
I didn't know if he was. I thought he might have been alive. I just thought that he was getting dragged along.
Someone tied him to his hammer and threw him off the moon.
Explain to me. The axe has created a huge gouge in the ground. Yeah. What can we see in the aftermath? Because I think Eren probably thought that he could save Thoras, but if he was already, if he was unconscious or dead, he couldn't tell that.
Well, let's see. Thoras is a good. Let me do the actual measurement here. He's a good, it's 100 feet, so you're probably going to have to get closer to the area. And as he lands, you see red caps popping out of the forest that is now on fire, bearing sickles in their hand with their metal steel-clad boots, stomping up and down, eager to crush him, to step on the body and squish it.
What?
Yeah, they just pop out of the woods. Get him, boys! Woohoo!
That's a problem.
Can red caps be charmed?
Red caps are fey, so they are immune to charm person because they don't count as humanoids. You know that by now. You're a powerful bard.
but creatures, they're not immune to just being charmed.
I would allow you to roll a nature check.
Okay.
Or Arcana, but nature was going to be bad natural 1. Josh, tell me why it is that this went so poorly, and what Allan believes in place of whatever the reality is.
What Allan can see through the smoke is little fire goblins, and he thinks they are fire goblins that have come around with sickles. And he remembers this old biology textbook he read when he was young about the myth of fire sickle creatures that come around, and they can't be charmed. There's nothing you can do. They're just there to harvest the soul of the dead body. So Allan just sits on the ground and he's like, they're fucking dead. They're dead. It's done. It's done, Lysha. Leave him alone. The fire goblins have got him.
Eren did not go Barry Bonds on this shit.
I know that these are red caps, right? Do I know these are red caps?
Oh,
we lost your microphone.
Everyone gets 1 XP. You've seen red caps before. You don't know what he's on about.
Allan, those are red caps. You remember the ones from the...
Red caps aren't usually on fire, though, are they?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go try and help our friend. You can do whatever you do, because you're Allan.
All right. I'm gonna pull out some little bits of food and start toasting like a little marshmallow over the fire that he's made.
This guy is.
Are you walking all the way out to
Actually,
where?
I'm going to try and drag Allan with me.
Oh no, not to him. I just mean the little bit of like branch that's on fire next to me.
No, that's perfect marshmallow toasting. That's perfect marshmallow toasting.
Okay, actually, I will use tree. Okay, so is there a tree next to me?
Yes.
And there's a tree over there.
Yeah, what you see on the map is accurate.
Tree stride.
Mm-hmm.
And I will disappear into the tree next to me and reappear in the tree near Thoras.
Nothing personal, kid. All right.
As near as I can get to Thoras.
Yeah, see, look at the map, look at the trees, and feel free to step out of a tree way the hell over there.
Cool. I will step out of that tree.
You just stepped out of the burning bush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just giving Moses a heart attack.
This is going to cause religious confusion throughout Anacra for years.
Right. Well.
What is Eren going to do?
Try and approach at speed. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and hustle.
It'll be taking I suppose the equivalent of a dash action. There we go. That's as far as I can get within 1 action if we're doing it like that.
All right. So Allan's toasting marshmallows. Lysha teleports through a tree.
Back off, elf. This one's ours. We're gonna dip our hats in his blood. We're gonna stomp him to goo. Space goo. Wow.
So help me, if any of you touch him, you will regret it. And I won't kill you. I'll make sure you stay alive to suffer it. Lysha's gone a little off the deep end with everything that's happened.
That's the only fair reaction, honestly.
Kind of yandere, yeah.
Roll a intimidation check for me.
I'm not that intimidating. 4.
I will give you advantage for using a level 5 spell to literally emerge from a burning bush. That's just cool. You can have that. Roll again, take the better of the two.
20. Dirty 20.
Oh my god.
All right, just wreathed in flame with this fish eye and gills.
I mean, she is, it looks horrific.
That's true. I am not pretty.
As you do so, one of the red caps is literally standing right over him. The heat from the earth is starting to sink into its shoes, and it's got 1 foot raised over him, and it was about to stomp, and you step out and you see all that, and he's just standing there staring at you. Brent, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, the response of that, Habrion the axe begins to float off the ground with Thoras's limp hand still attached.
Oh
and
my
says,
god.
"Get away from me, you curs, you scoundrels, you rapscallions! Get away from my bearer!" And is going to attack the red cap in front of Thoras's dead body.
Okay.
With
I added a thing to your character sheet, but you also have all the other stuff. So if you need to make a basic attack, it's there.
Okay. Wait, do I have a basic attack? Where is it?
It's at the very bottom of your attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a basic attack.
Okay. A 28.
Not bad at all.
Awful damage roll, though.
Yeah, that's not good.
The axe floats up and cuts the red cap for 7 points of damage. At this moment, chaos breaks out. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
I can't select the axe.
Well,
Shall I just...
No, you should be able to select the axe.
Is it because I'm playing as Habrion?
Oh my god. I know what happened. Hang on.
Okay,
so there's 2 Habrions in the database. There's Habrion the Storm Giant.
Oh.
And there's Habrion the Axe. There. Now the correct Habrion has been attached to that token.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a glass of water really quick.
Yep, now's a good time for it.
Oh, no, that's how you roll initiative. There we go.
A glass. Have you fed the cats yet?
Got the red caps, got Eren, got Allan, got Lysha. Got Habrion.
Okay.
All right. Well, Allan, you're going to go first. Lysha just stepped out of this. One of the red caps almost stomped on Thoras. Thoras's axe flew up in the air, yelled at the red cap, and then attacked him for a small amount of damage.
I would like to know whether I heard the cry of Habrion and could distinguish it as the axe speaking. Because if I passively overheard that would draw my attention. But if I didn't, then I'd continue toasting marshmallows. So I think a perception check is in order.
I'll allow that. 27.
Yeah.
You are fully aware. You are fully aware.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wander over. But when I say wander, I mean slowly amble over. I'm not in a rush. I know Thoras is dead at this point, and the axe is just fucking dragging him around in the air. So I don't really give a shit about the axe. I'm just gonna wander towards him.
All right. Feel free to meander at up to your full movement speed. It is difficult terrain if you go directly through a tree.
Okay.
Also, this part of the tree is on fire.
Yeah, can I get? That's not through a tree, right? That's
I'll roll an acrobatics check to slip through the gaps. If you fail, it costs you 5 feet of movement.
Unreal.
10.
Yeah, it's a DC 10. You're just pushing through some branches. It's fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's really just an opportunity for you to roll a natural 1 and for something funny to happen. That's all that is.
Just set myself on fire.
All right. Is there anything else that Allan wants to do with his actions or anything?
Nah.
Okay. You successfully meander. Eren, it's your turn. Some weird shit is happening. What would you like to do?
Some weird shit indeed. I think he's probably focused on the issue at hand here, but he can't really get to Habrion anyway. But he's seen a few red caps he can beat up. So he's happy to do that.
All right. Hey, look, there's one right there. There is some burning terrain directly between the two of you, along with some large rocks. Yeah, no, that's valid. That'll cost you 1 extra square because you're moving through that rock, but other than that, you're fine.
Okay, yeah. Eren just wants to hit this guy in the face.
All right.
Now, I think he's gonna try and hit it extra hard. I think.
All right, you're doing it's not called power attack anymore, right?
Great weapon master attack.
Yeah.
12.
12 does not hit.
All right. I think it's. Hold on, I'm doing it wrong anyway. But here, all right. Let's do. I get 3 attacks per action. So
Yes, you do.
try that one.
Yeah, a 21 that'll do it.
It's plus 10 damage on that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, so 23 damage. You bloody him with a single blow of your Sky Steel Greatsword.
I get one more.
And your third attack.
So many attacks.
A 7. Well, the good news is you figured out how to turn all your features on. The bad news is the last one did jack and shit.
That's fine. I'm going to slap him around.
Any bonus actions, or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. It is the Red Caps' turn. Now, do the Red Caps flee? They respect strength. Well, that one would have hit. Oh, no.
I scared him.
Yeah, the axe just chopped them. Let's see. What do we do here?
You heard the lady. Leave the corpse alone. Can we kick that guy? Wah!
And they all start charging towards Eren instead.
Oh, shit.
Habrion. Alika would go on your turn, Eren. And because you hit with an attack, Alika automatically hits with one of her attacks.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. She has her little hunting bow. Oh, get him!
Fuck him up.
Pew, pew.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she does 13 points of damage to it. Just dunk, dunk.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not too shabby.
All right. And the rest of them, they are going to temporarily ignore Lysha. Habrion, do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Roll an attack of opportunity against the Red Cap.
That will teach you to lower your gaze. You lesser being. Where is just a normal attack?
Nincompoop.
Okay, that's more like it. 15
There
points
you
of
go.
damage. This time there's a solid chunk. And it uses Ironbound Pursuit. It rushes towards you. It takes some fire damage for walking over the water. Or the hot rocks. So it's going to suffer an additional 6 points of fire damage. And it just tries to run you over with its iron boots. It runs up and kicks you in the shin. Roll a dexterity saving throw, Eren.
Yeah. Okay.
Lysha, guidance
sound
doesn't
right.
work on saves, does it?
No, I think it's just ability checks. Let me double check.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped you anyways. All right, so it kicks you over with its iron-clad boots. It literally
Actually,
kicks you on the ground, Eren.
I want to use a trait if that's possible.
Yeah, if it's usable as a reaction.
Yeah.
Reroll a saving throw. All right, so you activated Indomitable. Instead of taking 32 points of you got kicked in the shins by an evil fairy damage,
Oh my god, that's a lot.
it basically rolled max. Roll a second saving throw. Congratulations, you have still been kicked in the shins by an evil fairy.
Oh man.
You are knocked prone and you take 32 points of damage. There's like a sickening
What kind
crack.
of damage is it?
Go ahead.
What kind of damage is it?
It's bludgeoning damage.
I can reduce that by 3.
Oh, 29 points of damage. Congrats.
That condescending congrats.
All right, yep, this one's going to rush you and it's going to do the same. You're going to have a penalty on this saving throw because you're already prone. So roll dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. Yep.
Wow.
That one also, they're literally trying to curb stomp you with their shoes.
This is the mosh pit all over again, Joe.
It is. It is. Another 22 points of
Sarah
damage.
has a flashback.
Well. They are rolling well.
Yep. That one is going to take 1d6 fire. It takes 5 points of fire damage for walking through the fire and the flames. The other 3 on the other side, they don't really want to walk past the flying axe that's beating people. They don't want to walk past the scary Moses druid, so they're just going to kind of shuffle away in this direction for the time being. But they're not leaving. They're just sort of lurking, around the edges, hooting and hollering. Fight, 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 fight. That will be it for them.
Fuck these guys.
Okay. Is that my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Well, seeing that they've listened to me, sort of, but then attacked Eren. I would Tree Stride is a concentration spell, so I can use my movement to it's not an action, I think, to go back through the tree, right?
Let's look at the description of the spell.
Here, I'll just hit cast, but I'm gonna like use that slot because I'm just showing you.
You must use 5 feet of movement to move through a tree.
Yeah. So I'll use 5 feet of movement to move out over here.
Hey, before you do that, roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
24. You are not turned into a chicken.
Sorry, why is that even a question?
Huh?
As a polymorph spell washes harmlessly over you, and the pixies that we drew in our act of God earlier.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Well, that's fortunate.
Very lucky. And
Habrion, 2 sets of very small hands have now grabbed onto you and are attempting to pry Thoras's fingers away from you. Roll an opposed athletics check, please.
Oh God.
maybe I
How's the
made a
axe?
mistake.
That's not good.
That's all right. It's against pixies. Equal. They are attempting to pry you from Thoras's cold dead hands. And they are invisible. And let's see. Oh no, I have 2 more. I'm sorry, Lysha. I didn't mean to be like this, but acts of God happen.
No, it's okay.
Okay, that red cap completely succeeds on its saving throw. That one also. Why is it that the red caps aren't turning into chickens either? The pixies basically they roll up, they cast a bunch of polymorph to try to turn a bunch of people into chickens, and they start trying to steal Habrion. That's what they're up to.
Okay.
But they've failed and they're invisible. So
Yes.
outside of me, am I aware that they've attempted to turn me into a chicken?
You felt weird for a moment. You've wild shaped before, so some odd, unexpected chicken thoughts popped through your head, and then they left. You may now actually continue your turn.
Cool. I feel like Lysha wouldn't be like super aware that these were pixies. She's just dealing with red caps in front of her and some fey nonsense already. So maybe that's what it is. So I'm not going to metagame and go back and grab the axe. I think Lysha will cast Thunderwave. Can I make a cone that hits all 3 of these red caps without hitting Eren?
What is the size of the cone?
It is. Nope, that one's a 15-foot cube. Just kidding. Hang on. This one is so maybe not Thunderwave.
Thunderwave might be a cone. Yeah, I think it's a cube.
Thunderwave is a cube. I'm looking at Tidal Wave now. Is Tidal Wave a cone or a cube? Nope. 30-foot long, 10 feet wide. Can I cast it diagonally?
You cannot cast a cube diagonally.
No, I can't. Okay, so that's fine.
He's a high-level fighter. He can probably take it. You can just heal him afterwards, right?
Don't think that's
don't do that.
good idea. He's already hurt. So I will cast. Actually, I'm going to cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
Instead. And I will aim at these 2 directly in front of me, like to push them towards the center, away from the tree, away from Eren.
Yep, that'll work. All right. So the Tidal Wave spell goes off. You call upon the power of Liban. You open a small gate to the elemental well springs, and you let that magic flow forth. A wave of water crashes down all the way across the blast radius, and it sends up just a hissing cloud of steam as it passes over the red-hot rock, which cracks from the sudden temperature change. They roll dexterity saving throws. They have a DC of 16. Eight and 3. They both failed. They take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and they get what? Knocked back?
They are knocked prone.
Got it.
Pretty good.
Everyone's on the floor.
Yep. Mosh pit. That was your move. That was some of your movement, and that was your action to cast that spell. You got anything else left?
I would, if I can, as like, I don't know if this is doable actually. Is it like a bonus action or
Try me.
anything to like help Eren to his feet?
I'd let you use your bonus action to do that. That seems fair.
So I would try and help Eren to his feet.
All right. That it for you?
Pretty sweet.
That would do it.
Habrion, it is your turn.
Habrion is pissed. These little pixies getting around him, all over, all trying to get in between him and and the grip on Thoras is dead. And he would start screaming about these lowly beings. Get away from me! Can you not see? Are you not blinded by my radiance? And it would cast Shatter. Yeah.
All right.
Cast Shatter. I need a. Yeah, I'll cast that. Cast at what level? Oh, intriguing. Good question.
Your highest level spell slot is level 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna do just level 2 for now.
Okay. And in what direction are you casting the spell?
It's a 10. Is it 10-foot radius?
It's a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. So where do you want to center the spell?
God, I'd love to catch the pixies, but also I think I should center it so that it catches these guys.
Mm-hmm. So this actually works as a point. So I'm going to set the thing to snap to corner.
There we go. As long as if it's possible to catch these guys, then yeah. I think it will actually if it's here. I believe.
Yeah, I just parked a 10-foot sphere. You could catch all 3 of them.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. A blast of keening sound erupts from a point in the air right next to Lysha and Eren. The shatter spell goes off. The unfortunate redcaps caught in its radius roll a constitution to see if they can withstand it. They're hearty little fairies. We have a success, a failure, and a failure. The one who succeeded is the one who's right next to Lysha, who is sort of shielded from the blast by the exploding corpse of his friend. He only takes 7 points of damage. The one who's knocked on the ground next to him looks up with this swollen face through this beard. His hat is like sticky with blood. The hat goes flying off of his head. His eyes explode. Fluids come out of his ears.
Well, okay.
He dies instantaneously.
That seems good.
As he didn't suffer.
And then the last one right here is nearly dead. Just shrieking and clutching its head as it just basically got fragged. Anything else from Habrion?
No, I don't think so.
All right. We'll call that good. Allan, meandering. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Alan's just realized there is something cool he can try. So he's going to dash over to see what the deal is.
All right.
So I can dash 60 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he's going to toddle up here.
Alan dashing. All right.
Yeah. He's like, oh, actually, there is something cool I can try
Have
out.
we ever seen him run before?
He's
away
very
from danger,
gangly.
I think.
He's gangly and he kind of runs with his arms flying to the side like this, you know? He's
Actually,
definitely
he
built
did run
for-
away from the tree when it exploded, right?
Did any of
he's
you
built
ever
for
play
cool.
like Donkey Kong 64?
Yeah.
No.
Lanky
No.
Kong?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like Lanky Kong.
My mom used to call me Lanky Kong growing up.
That's adorable.
That's
she wasn't
sad.
wrong. He has no style. He has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. Any bonus actions from Allan O'Dale?
I don't believe so. Let me have a look.
You could do, bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I could, but I don't see anyone deserving of it at the moment.
Understandable. All right, Eren, it's your turn. One of the red caps is prone. The other one is grievously injured.
Blast radius.
Right, yeah. I'll attack the one that is grievously wounded, I think.
All right, roll a normal attack. Now, are you using Great Weapon Mastery or no?
Not on the grievously wounded one, no. I don't think so.
The Skysteel sword swingeth and strikes true for 15 points of damage. What fate awaits this miserable little bloodthirsty fairy?
This motherfucker gets decapitated straight up. I swing this at his little bitch ass neck.
Now
his little fucking soy consuming neck, little.
Okay. Yep. He likes to dip his hat in the blood of his freshly murdered victims, but he prefers an all-vegetarian diet. Now, he was clutching his head from the explosion, so a couple of wrists go flying through the air as well.
There it is.
And you get your second 2 attacks.
I get a bonus attack for finishing off a foe as well.
Yes, you do.
I still get 3. This other mofo is prone, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, he's getting Great Weapon Master attacked. That's faux show. Don't I get advantage?
You do, because he's prone.
Oh, yeah, you best believe I'm going to schmang. I'm going to schmang.
Roll to schmang.
Okay, that was a 10 to hit on the first.
You know what would have worked really great there? Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, it would have been pretty sick, actually. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
That was just your extra attack that you got for killing someone.
Yeah.
Does it matter? Am I flanking? Does that help at all?
You are not flanking. You're not on opposite sides, and there's no super advantage, so it wouldn't have given you anything in this case.
Right, yeah. Okay. Do I get advantage on that attack, the bonus attack, because it's a prone target?
Yeah, yes, you did.
So, try that.
An 8 total.
I'm rolling 5s and 3s. Okay, well, I guess that doesn't work. That's fine. I get 2 more of these bloody things.
Do these with advantage.
All right, well, I'm sure I'm going to hit him eventually, right?
There we go.
Yes, you will, for 25 points of damage. Nice. What happens to this poor bastard?
This one goes straight through his chest. Stabbing this mofo while he's on the ground. That's right. And Eren feels extremely accomplished because he's conquered a grievous foe that measures up to his knee in height.
You're like a Nazgul shanking hobbits
his weapon
in the
aloft and makes a mighty roar at the rest of the cohort across the map, saying, "This is what I've done to your kin. I am clearly the apex predator here."
Roll an intimidation check for me.
Okay.
20.
Just kill a fucking red cat.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
And they scurry away into the trees themselves.
Now, Lysha, you see that's why you bring me along. You know, when we go up against the fiercest of foes, you can trust me to dispatch them expediently.
I saved. Okay.
They tripped over, but
Lysha would wild shape back into a giant eagle.
There's another initiative order. It's hidden because they're invisible, but they go before you. Again, the pixies.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault at all. It's chat's fault. Blame chat.
Yeah, fuck you, chat.
F the pixies.
All right, so they're just going to bombard you with confusion spells. Poof. I need Lysha and Eren to roll wisdom saving throws, please.
I don't like rolling wisdom, I'll be honest with you. Yeah,
I love rolling wisdom.
Oh, you are not wise.
All right. Eren, as you hold your weapon above your head in the traditional Tusken Raider victory dance, everything goes all swirly and purple and magical, and it's everything's covered with rainbows, and you just want to give everybody a hug with your sword. So you are now confused.
Oh.
And so that was the first pixie to cast confusion. 3 more target you, Lysha. Roll 3 more saving throw. Oh, wait, no, I don't have that many. Yeah, I don't have that many. The others are busy trying to steal the axe. Roll 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. Wisdom saving throws. You're having none of it. They're just blasting you with magic, and absolutely nothing is happening except
I have
that
a +9 on my wisdom.
the murderous, incredibly powerful, great sword wielding fighter next to you has been affected by a confusion spell. So there's that.
That's only a little bit concerning.
Yeah, it's probably not a big deal. Probably not a big deal.
I've
Probably
never
fine.
fragged one of my teammates before.
Exactly.
No,
I've
of
never
course
either.
not. No small children got hurt in the making.
No teammates
Never.
that had to work together to incapacitate me before I killed them. I did
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Lysha, now that act of God related nonsense is out of the way, I apologize for the inconvenience. We can finally get around to your turn.
Well played. Well played.
No.
Frozen Bulwark. A cold northern wind freezes the air itself solid.
I'm not cool with frozen winds. I thought we were done with that. Oh, my fault.
Okay, a wall of ice appears, completely surrounding Allan O'Dale.
Oh,
I'm not doing anything. I'm looking for the bush.
And you're going to
trying to
keep
jog
not
across-
doing anything. The
Oh
gods
my God.
themselves have spoken. So, a fun little piece of lore. Boreas is one of the four winds, who are titans of kind of a lesser degree, right? Descended from the sovereigns. They're actually the four sons of Vindur, sovereign of the skies.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, the
No,
feeling's
okay.
mutual. So enjoy a wall of ice.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It is, and I'm gonna build this around you. And okay,
That's
yeah,
so
no,
fine.
unless you start messing with it, all that happens is you're surrounded by ice. So now, I'm sorry, Lysha. No more nonsense. We can get around to your turn. We can finally do some.
This is what happens when you have your DM is a showman as well.
Test of strength. It's Morco the Great Bear.
Oh yeah, we homies. Did we like hang out and smoke the peace pipe together?
Yeah, he showed up at the party.
Yeah, we threw down. It was cool.
The mighty grow mightier. The weak are challenged. Okay.
All right.
And that was what level?
That was a 30 sub-active god.
Hmm.
So all of you are now challenged to test your might. If you are able to display strength, perform a show of strength, you will receive a boon. If you display weakness, you will receive a penalty.
Hmm.
All right, Lysha, now it's your turn.
I'm waiting for you to.
No, it's just your turn.
Okay.
Been hurt too many times before.
In that case, Lysha will wild shape into a giant eagle.
Okay. Let me grab a giant eagle out of my hat.
And I am still concentrating on tree stride, so I now have 80 fly speed.
Oh my god, the combo.
Wow, can you tree stride and wild shape at the same time?
Yeah, she's gonna like fly through trees, just choof, choof, choof.
Uh-huh. That's what's
That's
happening
fucking
right
busted, mate.
now.
Level 11.
So we'll use 5 feet of movement speed to tree stride here. Oh, that's me, not the.
Yeah,
I
you might
can't
not
It's
have
fine.
control over this.
I'll bring the eagle for the time being. It's just
Okay.
easier that way.
10, now 15 to try and grapple.
That's not a good idea.
Grab Thoras's body because he's still holding the axe. Can I get like 1 talon on the axe and 1 talon on Thoras?
Well, you think Habrion's
try
gonna
and
fucking
lift
just
him?
let you walk up and fucking pick you up like a sardine, like a fucking
because I'm
cormorant?
friends with Thoras. I'm not trying to separate him from Thoras, and if he hurts me, well, that's what happens.
Just
I'm
like the
trying.
pagan.
I'm trying.
All right, giant eagle flies out of tree, grabs Thoras'
Lysha's a
corpse,
bimbo.
and
Giant-
grabs the axe.
Attempts to grab both things.
Habrion, how do you respond? It's not your turn, but it will be your turn in a moment, and talking is a free action.
You lowly being, you dare lay hands upon me? My blinding radiance? You dare touch the very essence of godhood? I will put you in your place.
Does he
And
speak eagle?
No, that's not on the character sheet.
Okay. Just checking.
If you
He's
you may
not
use a
telepathic,
reaction
doesn't
if you
get
have an
my
applicable
attention.
reaction, Habrion. Otherwise, it's still Lysha's turn.
I do not have an action.
All right.
So would I've moved what? 5, 10, 15 feet?
Mhm.
So would then fly 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, wait, no. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 feet.
How
with
high
the
are
axe.
you?
Just fucking drive by and go back there.
How high up is this, roughly? You're staying above the flames? Or
Yeah,
going
attempting to stay
super
above the
high?
flames.
They got
But like
quenched by the tidal wave.
I would say like, I don't know, 15 feet above the ground, maybe 20.
So
However
you are able to drag him. You
that
successfully
normal?
grappled Habrion? How does this work?
Big ass eagle versus tiny little pixies.
Yeah.
On Habrion's turn, if he wishes to fly out of said grasp, he may attempt to do so.
I think when Lysha like reached the point over there, I would like, as long as the pixies aren't still attempting to grapple Hadrian, I don't feel like opposed force or anything.
There's
I would
something
probably-
squirming in your talons.
So if as like a bonus action or whatever, I could just like, no, I don't know where they are, so I'm not trying to actually attack them, but just like snap in their general direction intimidatingly.
Okay.
That's an eagle sound, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Anacran eagle. Habrion, it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, Habrion is disgusted that they, this eagle and companion of Thoras. He never, he only was born the other day, so he hasn't quite learnt the names yet.
Mhm.
But
He knows
is-
who Lysha is.
Well, in the sense that, when you're a kid, you suddenly gain consciousness at a certain point, you're just kind of meandering throughout the world outside of that fact,
Okay.
aware of the surroundings and kind of understands the greater context, but not really. The memories haven't really kicked in
Your
yet.
Auntie Lysha. No.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. Habrion the Axe feels absolute disdain and disgust for anyone who's not anyone actually that the Axe perceives as below him, which is everyone. So it is going
This is gonna be a great character.
it is going to immediately cast Thunderstep as soon as it is carried away, and it's going to create a thunderous roar and teleport yourself to an unoccupied range that you can see immediately after you disappear. A thunderous boom sounds, and every creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save. I'm not going to be doing it next to any people. I'm just going to be doing it back to where we were. And you can also teleport one willing creature of your size. Now, Thoras isn't a willing creature. Thoras is dead.
Thoras is an object at the moment.
Thoras is an object, which you can carry,
Mhm.
as long as it doesn't exceed your carry weight. And I mean, it's kind of latched onto me. So I'm going to be bringing Thoras with me, and I'm going to do Thunderstep back over here.
Does the thunder damage upon your point of arrival or your point of departure?
Yaks.
Oh, it is where I leave.
Well, unlucky.
Okay.
Within 10 feet of where I've left.
Okay, and it's a con save?
It is, yeah.
Great. Lysha, please roll a Constitution saving throw.
I bet you can fish on that,
As an
right? As a
eagle,
druid.
right?
As
My con
a giant
changes.
eagle. A giant eagle's con save.
It's +1.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh god, I'm always the one who is it /R.
/R space 1d20 plus 1. $15.
Not bad.
You
Nice.
saved. Do you take half damage or no? Yeah, you take half damage. You only take Oh my god. 9 thunder damage.
Okay. The eagle is down to 17 hit points.
Okay, I also need you to roll a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on Tree Stride. It's a very easy save. I think it's only like a 10.
That's as Lysha or as the eagle?
Well, I mean, I think technically it'd be the eagle.
The eagle, right?
Yeah. Dangers of concentrating on spells in wild shape. But it's a very easy save. I'm sure you can make it without difficulty. 11. No, you made it. No, you're good. Like I said, easy save.
Okay.
Also, Habrion,
yes.
as you depart, 2 pixies just explode in little upon the point of departure. Little glitter just flies in the air as they pop like bugs in a bug zapper.
And the final action would be Habrion flying with Thoras' limp body attached up into the air, spinning slowly and menacingly around the surrounding area.
The Great Bear decrees this to be a Chad move.
You've received Morko's blessing.
Ah.
Which is, I'm going to give you advantage on all athletics or strength-based checks for the remainder of the scene.
Let's go.
To make you even more obstinate and difficult.
Very Chad, yeah.
All right, let's move on. Next up is Allan.
Yes.
You're in a glass cage of emotion. What would you like to do?
I am. Am I able to see my surroundings through this ice wall?
I'm going to say yes, just because I think that's almost funnier.
Okay.
It's very clear ice, very nice ice.
Well then, how tall are we talking for this ice wall, huh?
10 feet.
10 feet. That's a few feet higher than I am. Your boy doesn't fuck around. He's been around these parts. He's just pissed off at this point. He's been turned into a chicken. He's had enough of these gods dicking around in everything he does. He's just dimension dooring out of here. Get the fuck out. Stop pissing around with these ice walls. I'm gone. All
right.
And what he's going to do is he's going to dimension door over to here so that he is able to see. I mean, I'm not in the fire there, right?
No, you're not. It's hot. It's very hot. It's uncomfortably hot, but not damaging hot.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to, and I'm going to call up to Habrion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, is he dead?
Oh, I've heard of you, you puny, pathetic-looking maggot.
Shut the fuck up, you little piece of iron. Is the big one dead? Is
Barely
the one
muscle or sinew on you? How have you gotten this far?
You are lucky that I can't fly. Because I'd be all over you like
a rash. Speak to me, peasant! And it's going to cast the cantrip light to blind Allan O'Dale.
There's no in-game effect. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy lights. Well done. I think I learned that at level 1.
Level 1? What?
Is the...
Very meta of you.
Is the fat one dangling from your handle dead or alive?
Depends who you ask.
You.
In what context?
Pulse, brain activity.
Somewhere, yes.
You speak in riddles, you little piece of shit.
Not riddles, quite simple, actually, but I suppose you don't have the intelligence to be able to pass what I'm saying, do you?
I take a deep breath and I change tack to pure flattery. Oh, I am so right. What a worm I am. What a insignificant, unknowledgeable peasant. Please, if you, in your mighty wisdom as a forging of the gods,
get weaker.
could could please give me some shred of your knowledge, I would be most enlightened, most grateful, and would sing your praises from here to elsewhere. And I give it a little strum of the harp in what I assume is going to be a glorious manner.
Oh yeah,
Well,
divine music.
I suppose even peasants can learn when they're wrong. I will show you mercy in this moment, I suppose, and bestow upon you the knowledge of which I have gained in my travels so far of 1 hour. Thoras, yes, this lump of flesh that is attached to me, it still lives, it still breathes somewhere, but not here, no. And I believe he is laying somewhere towards the end of your quest, or at least one part of the way, in the underworld. His soul was split from his body. His body is but an empty vessel, and his spirit left wailing in the shadows.
Oh, cock. I'm just going to sit down on the floor again and start massaging my head. I've had too much of this.
Yes, take a long sit. I know how feeble you can all be. Listen, it is not hard, I'm sure, being a sack of bones and...
Are we still in initiative?
Blood and...
Talking is a free action.
What are you? I mean, who knows? Honestly, I still have so many unanswered questions, but...
I am ignoring him at this point.
I am sure I'll come to a reasonable conclusion about the mystery of life after all. I am Habrion, the axe of Thoras. What can't I do?
All right, a couple of things.
Hey guys, the fucking axe is talking, I think. I'm talking to a tree. Hey, did I save Thoras? Did you see what I did? Allan.
Allan is trying his hardest not to respond. You'll only encourage him.
Allan!
Oh, fuck
Lysha, I think Allan's dead. Allan?
I'm not responding to any of this.
Eren tries to walk in the direction of Allan, not particularly paying all that much heed to his surroundings, or I mean, he's going to attempt to approach Allan.
Okay, roll 1d10 for me, Mitch.
Yeah. Allan!
All right, Eren, Vol, in your mind, you're walking towards him.
All right.
In reality, you're just standing there, vaguely wavering back and forth, saying whatever it is that you're saying.
Oh no, the confusion.
I'm coming, Allan. I'll help you, Allan. Allan! Keep breathing, Allan. Stay away from the light. Unless it's radiating from me, in which case come towards it so I don't have to... Oh, God. I mean... Allan!
Also at that moment...
The Great Bear has determined that Allan O'Dale's act of flattery was not a Chad move.
Such is life as a bard.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough out there for a bard. And especially when the gods just will not leave you alone.
Come on, what you got for me?
Hunter's howl, the moon calls,
God.
born of blood, and something within you
again.
answers.
Oh, God.
It's not the wild hunt. Don't worry.
Oh.
It's a wild hunt card, but it's not the wild hunt.
Because it's a level 40, not 50.
Exactly. Yeah. So everything's completely and totally
fine.
Totally fine. Nothing bad is going to happen. Allan, can you roll a Constitution save for me, just real quick?
Oh, for God's sake!
18.
What a roll.
Pretty good.
Nice.
That's phenomenal. Very good. Cool. All right. Yep. Let's move right along. Eren, can you roll a Constitution saving throw for me, real quick?
Oh yeah, you better believe I'll do it. In the name of Allan.
Oh, nice.
22. That is phenomenal. All right. Well, the red caps aren't affected. The red caps aren't affected. The pixies, one of them is concentrating on a confusion spell. Two of them exploded. and the others are all combining. You can feel 3 separate pixies crawling and trying to undo Thoras' fingers, but because of the blessing of Morco, completely blocked. No effect. Lysha, roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
As an eagle? Damn
No,
it.
this is latent. This is going to kick in as soon as you stop being an eagle.
Okay.
All right, so it's just your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, that's what I would have rolled when I stopped being an eagle, I guess.
Okay, great.
I will. It's my turn already?
Yeah, it's your
Okay.
turn.
I use my turn very effectively.
Fly back into the tree. Okay, so 5 gets me back here again because you fucking flew back to where you were. Okay, so I'll use 10 feet of movement to get there.
Poof, you just keep walking in and out of the same tree. It's got a revolving door installed
I'm
inside.
seriously getting dizzy. It's just the closest tree. And I want to pry. I don't actually care about this speaking thing right now. Like Lysha, being who she is, wants to save Thoras' body. So would attempt to pry Thoras' fingers from the hilt of this thing.
There is no one more fit to me protecting this lump of flesh than I, it says as it's slowly rotating around and Thoras' limp body is like hanging like something strung off of like a fan. It's just going round and round and round.
Oh my god.
A potato
I like
flew around.
Same, yeah.
You can roll an opposed athletics check, but Habrion gets advantage because of the blessing of Morco.
Okay, what would be the athletics of an eagle?
I think it's a flat strength check on an eagle.
Flat strength?
Yeah, it's a strength check.
Okay.
Habrion, roll an athletics check with advantage, please. Lysha got a 12. Habrion got an 8
That
and a
wasn't
15.
me. That was my.
Oh, that was your con save. Yeah,
con
haven't had. Ignore me. Ignore me, please.
16.
A 16!
What?
Oh my god.
I am an eagle and I am stronger than Lysha.
The Great Bear has dictated this to be a Chad move.
That's right.
You have one blessing of strength that you may use whenever you'd like, Lysha. It's an enduring bonus. You can just deploy whenever you want it.
Sweet.
One-time boost.
So would take the body of Thoras. I like let go of Habrion. Habrion can float and do as Habrion pleases. And try and get Thoras' body out of the flames. So he's an object right now, though, so I can go through the flipping trees if I
He's
want
getting
to.
fucking rotisserie by an act.
Because he's an object, I can bring him through the tree with me, right? It's like
Yes, you can bring him through the tree and he'll stop being a rotisserie chicken.
So about as far as I can get, I can bring this guy down here. Here we go.
All right.
I'm down there. That was 10 feet of movement.
He's like the fucking the killer of meat in the kebab stores. Just fucking
Shawarma.
And actually, I'm not going to bring him that far away. Just kidding. I'm going to bring him closer to like Alaka, because if I remember correctly, Alaka can heal. And
Allan can heal.
Effing all right now. Well, Allan can't come through the tree with me and is standing in the flames near Habrion. So I'm going to
True.
take the body of Thoras towards Alaka.
Okay. You emerge as an eagle carrying Thoras just poof out of this tree. Anything else from Lysha?
That will do it for Lysha. She'll put like Thoras down as gently as possible, like at the base of the tree.
Okay. All right. Habrion, it's your turn.
Oh, I cannot believe this insult. Removing me from my sack of flesh? Unbelievable. Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, I've got the voice mod on. In case it wasn't obvious, Habrion is just a raging narcissist, like unbelievably so. because the axe basically got an imprint of its personality off of the core of people it's slain, and when you get a fucking high-ranking storm giant, and also I don't even know what your dad was, Eren, but I mean him as well. You get
high-ranking Azamir official, yeah.
Just unbelievable amounts of narcissism, just arrogance, thinking you're the bee's knees, thinking you're above everything else. And yeah, I don't really know how Habrion would react to this. I suppose just beelining towards it and just immediately start cat yapping away. Just yap, just like, what do you think you're doing? How dare you even do this? Do you know the kind of stature that you have underneath me? Myself, a piece of iron forged by the gods, bestowed intelligence in space, above, beyond your comprehension.
If I got to time that right when you said God, I would. Oh. Huh. Okay. Okay.
I'm not a big fan of
What
that.
does that mean?
Okay.
The card has the image of a spiral on it. The text is Beyond the Seventh Gate.
Oh, I know this one.
The world around you fades and the silent city beckons.
Oh, for pity's sake.
It's a
Oh,
hard
no.
one, right?
All right. You know what? Let's take 5. Let's go ahead and take a break, grab some water, give me a moment to combobulate my brain. And when we come back, the temptation of Habrion the Axe. We'll be right back.